here. 2v2 faction battle tournament is quarterfinals game 2 and Desert Showdown. Blue team for the Eldar. It's Adila as a Warlock, offensive melee commander with great mobility and disruption, can also tank damage with the right war gear. Alongside GiDDoLo switching to the Eldar Farseer support commander who fights in melee combat, good mobility as well and has lots of buffs. Red team for the Imperial Guard, Commissar Lag plays a Commissar Lord, good offense and support, fights in melee combat and starts with an energy shield. And rounding us off is Eerie's Inquisitor, offensive melee commander, great range weapons and lots of awesome control abilities. Desert Showdown, and I quite like this 2v2 map. It's a bit odd in some ways, but does lead to good matches. Central contested VP, well, it's just off centre. Natural for red in the northwest and natural for blue towards the southeast. Already this is being capped by the enemy Warlock. Double sentinels from Lag. 500, 489 single cap for the Eldar. Not sure how that's going to work out. Eldar have a lot of ways to deal with sentinels in tier 1. 500, 480, there's a double cap and there is Guide up on the Dire Avengers. Look at the DPS pouring into that sentinel. Starting ability of the Farseer, one of the best starting abilities around I think. Also using fleet to get into melee combat with those guards. And here comes the Warlock out of nowhere. 500, 467, the sentinel under huge amounts of pressure and goes down to the destructor. Beautifully done by Adila. Wow, that did a lot of damage. 500, 462, the first sentinel goes down and a shuriken on the way for GiDDoLo. Double Dire Avengers for Adila. GiDDoLo with double Dire Avengers into Howling Banshees. Warlock in a bit of trouble here, but the Commissar leaves him alone. Wants to go and tie up those Dire Avengers. There we go. There's the 2-to-1 cap for the Eldar. Smack. Sync kill on that Dire Avenger model. Center is for the Imperial Guard, but both the naturals are Eldar right now. And a Guardian Weapon team on the way for Adila. And Commissar Lag replaces the Sentinel that he lost. Gonna decap this VP. Tier 1 vehicles that can decap points, but they cannot cap them. Can't retreat, but they have good mobility. This natural power for Eldar being decapped. Both players have a natural power on the flank and a natural power in the middle. Eldar bashing this one down with Howling Banshees. Eventually, there we go. Sentinel is in base for Eerie and a heavy weapon squad now for Lag. Inquisitor trying to cap this, shouldn't waste her time. Now she backs off. Look at the DPS she's taken from 4 Dire Avenger squads there, and she runs the hell away. Farseer is not capping here. Aspect of fleetness, now she's capping up for the Banshees. Shuriken surrounded by 3 sentinels, needs to run away. There we go. 500, 433. It's a 1-to-1 cap. Eldar are taking mid. West natural is uncapped and now they're pushing against the generators again. Really can be really difficult to defend these central powers, especially if there are flamers or some other type of good weapon versus generators up. Down goes that sentinel, caught by Howling Banshees, just slicing through that heavy armor with their power swords, chasing down the other one. Boom, big plasma grenade on these guardsmen. Sentinel coming in with a stomp, but the Dire Avengers were already in retreat, so it doesn't knock them over. There's the double cap for the Eldar. Howling Banshees getting close to base, going after the other Sentinel. Look at the DPS. That was like one attack from each model. Took it down a whole bunch, but he does get back to the base. Shuriken now setting up, locking down his power effectively. And they're hitting the other power as well. Heavy Weapon Squad trying to defend. Another Sentinel from Lag on the way. And Eerie, having lost the Guardsman squad, gets another. 500, 370, and there's a 2-to-1 for the Eldar. Have their natural and the mid. Little blob of Dire Avengers and the commander there. Look at that. Immolate on the Guardsman just getting back to base there. They will reinforce 2 at a time with their sergeant up though. Red team just re-examining what they're doing. Looking at what is required to be able to push out. I'm not sure why Lag is persisting with all of these sentinels. Shuriken setting up against this one. 500, 350, there's the 2-to-1 retreat grenade. can't quite finish off the Commissar Lord, who gets back to base, has a decent amount of XP, as do the Warlock and the Farseer, who has Spirit Stones up to allow her to support those Banshees very well. The Spirit Stones heal is awesome, huge range as well, and gives her more XP and some health and energy when she revives, I think. Yes, it says it there. Doesn't mention the XP though. 500, 333, steal the double cap for the Eldar. Here we see some Dire Avengers fleeting in, fleet given to them by their aspect. Steal the double cap, this power is still locked down as well. Spotters are up, there's the smoke shell, reducing their range to almost nothing. Sentinel walks over the shield, didn't really need to use its stomp there, but did anyway. 500, 301. Triple cap for the Eldar. Commissar Lag now pushing down the west side, maybe trying to harass power, but the fire just pouring in from those double Dire Avengers. The Shuriken was just about to set up as well, so that would have been nasty, hence the retreat. And Dire Avengers being very annoying and decapping the natural wreck points, which are strangely located right on the edges of the map, south and north. 500, 261, there's the triple. Forces off the Dire Avengers. Tier 2 for the Eldar players. Lag with triple Sentinels now. His 5th one, I believe. Look at the range damage it's taken, that is crazy. Triple Dire Avengers really doing a number on the Sentinels. Shuriken not even in the engagement, and it was forced off. Now being repaired. This heavy weapon squad needs to push up and support the Sentinels with some suppression. Needs to try and stop the DPS coming out of those Dire Avengers. 500, 211. Howling Banshees in amongst Guardsmen. There's the triple cap for the Eldar. More Sentinel for Lag. What the heck is going on here? His 4th one on the field. 500, 194. Hitting gens now over here again. Up goes another gen. Can he defend them though? There's the artillery shell. You just saw a Spirit Stones heal, I believe, from the Farseer. Another shell. That must be a smoke one. There we go. Inquisitor needs to get in there and tie it up, and that's what she's doing. Grenade, but it's dodged by Eerie. Turns to engage another grenade though. Needs to dodge again and doesn't. Inquisitor does force off the Guardian weapon team. She starts off with a sword and a plasma pistol. Lag with 4 Sentinels on the field, all taking tons of damage. There's a Basilisk Flare. GiDDoLo wants to know where his Banshees are, and they're dead apparently. I don't know what happened to them either. 500, 109. Adila says he lost them running into 4 Sentinels. Heavy weapon squad backing off. What is he up to? Oh, he's repairing. I always forget that they can repair. 591, there's the double cap for Eldar. Red team getting a natural back though, thanks to the Commissar Lord, who is still level 1. In fact, all commanders still level 1. Tier 2 for Eerie. Already a Wraith Guard on the field though for GiDDoLo, and that will make very short work of these generators. There's the shell, smoke shell, but the Dire Avengers fleet away. Here come that Wraith Guard walking right into the smoke. The Farseer herself, as you'll notice, giving them their Wraith sight, so they don't need a Warlock leader for that if she's close by. Same deal with the Warlock. The Warps of Rex up though does not give Wraith sight. 555, there's the double cap for the Eldar. Gonna be a triple, maybe. Look at all these Sentinels here. He's up to 5. Not even gonna get to tier 2. Warlock with Cloak of Shadows up, a really good choice actually versus Imperial Guard. What is it called? Cloaking Shroud, the ability. Double Dire Avengers using their Embolden to try and finish off that Sentinel, but might be forced off here thanks to the flare and that heavy weapon squad, and there they go. Can they decap here? It might be too late. There's a triple cap for the Eldar, I should say. Commissar Lord chasing off Dire Avengers, but there is the game. Eldar take it, and Adila and GiDDoLo proceed to the semi-finals with a 2-0 victory in the quarterfinals. Thank you for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next game.